What is up? What is up, YouTube? I don't even know why I'm on this dude. I don't even know why I'm on this dude like that, man, because that one hit that he had, oh man, that joint was off the chain. It's off the chain, baby. It is off the chain. Yeah. God dang it. Well, anyway, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. I don't, if I had to, I call it the truth tunnel. What I honestly feel, I think some of the stuff that's out there on Meek Mill's is not true. Like that video, that audio of him, goddamn, I don't think that's true. Anybody could have made that and say, we're gonna put this on, yeah, upload it. Everybody looking for millions and millions of views. Me, Uncle Mike, personally, I don't think that's true. But on the other hand, you don't dress like another grown man, especially in the hip hop world. Y'all, it's bad enough they talking about people like Kevin Hart putting on a dress and David Chappelle saying he ain't wearing no dress. Cat Williams saying he ain't wearing no dress. Uncle Mike ain't. I'll put on a dress. I don't give. I'll wear a dress, whatever. That's just me, cause I know I ain't gay. So you ain't gotta talk no gay stuff to me. I'll put on a dress. What the hell? I did it before. We had opposite sex day at my high school, and Uncle Mike went all out that day. But it was fun, man. Whatever. I ain't getting in no bed with no other dude or none of that stuff. I'm done. I'm a man and I know what I is. Anyway. But I really think that a lot of these people, a lot of these youngins got record deals by giving up Diddy got a list of men that like fresh meat. Let's just call it fresh meat. That's what I'm thinking. Think about it. Everybody want a virgin, right? Everybody want a virgin. So, but in their world, I figured it out, man. I just figured it out. A virgin is any man that never been with another man before. So they get a thrill out of turning another man into their world, so to speak. Allegedly, I guess. I don't know. But they'll pay Puffy like a couple of million, and he'll promise the people 1 million, and he'll keep the rest because they don't know the game. Well, anyway, this is all the stuff that I've been hearing and all the stuff that I've been coming up with. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's go with this disclaimer, man. Let's check this out. I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street is forever. There it is. Oh my God.
Yo, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
Halfway down.
Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Soulja Boy just unleashed the wildest jab yet in this whole Diddy mess. And this time, it wasn't even aimed at Puff. Nah, Soulja turned his sights on Meek Mill, and he didn't hold back one bit. He called out Meek directly, saying, get this, Meek let Diddy eat him out. Yeah, he really said that. And that's not all. Soulja also said Meek is crashing out again. Like, bro, how many times is Meek gonna get caught up in some mess? It's looking bad out here. But here's the real kicker. This ain't the first time Soulja's been on Meek's neck. Oh no, this drama's been bubbling for a minute. A few months back, it all popped off over some tweet that didn't even have anything to do with Meek. It started when producer 𝗗𝗏𝗡 went off ranting about how Soulja was allegedly disrespecting Metro Boomin's late mother. 𝗗𝗏𝗡 didn't hold back either. He straight up said, don't grow up trying to be Soulja Boy. Boy, an idiot. That's when Meek just had to jump in like he was the street's moral police. Out of nowhere, he hopped in, backing 𝗗𝗏𝗡 like they were tag teaming Soulja. Meek was coming for him, saying stuff like, if you say you're gonna smoke somebody and they see you and actually smoke you, it's self-defense. Y'all losing touch with reality for some likes and clout. And now, here we are again. Soulja's out here throwing shots like there's no tomorrow. Meek's name is all up in the mix, and Soulja's not letting up. He's dropping bombs and dragging Meek deeper into the chaos. That line was crazy, right? It was supposed to check Soulja, maybe humble him a little, but man, it did the complete opposite. It sparked a whole wildfire. See, Everybody knows Soulja don't back down. Never has, never will. You throw a jab at him, he's launching nukes. That's just how Soulja rolls. He don't play fair, he comes for the throat every time. So instead of backing off or just letting it go, Soulja clapped back hard. And this wasn't some subtle shade either. Nah, he went straight to the jugular. He tweeted directly at Meek.
Wow.
Did Diddy F you in the A? Straight like that. Boom! The timeline exploded. People went nuts. It was like everybody suddenly remembered every little thing. Old tweets, messy videos, wild audio leaks. It all came flooding back.
How did you feel when you saw this lawsuit that made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill had sex?
I mean, to each their own. And why would they not have sex when they're gay rappers?
Gay.
Oh my God.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross knows he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
All the stuff that had been buried deep, people started digging it up again, sharing it all over the place. And now, with Diddy's trial heating up and more nasty rumors getting confirmed in the courtroom, it's making things even worse. The streets are talking loud. And trust, Meek's gotta be panicking right now. You just know Soulja and the rest of his ops are clowning him heavy, like they're having the time of their lives, laughing at every single headline. And let's be real here. This ain't just street talk or internet gossip. Nah, this is way deeper. That lawsuit from Lil Rod Jr. against Diddy, it's like the smoking gun. Lil Rod spilled details in that court doc saying Diddy was messing around with 2 male celebs. He didn't drop exact names, but he sure did describe one of them, a Philly rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's not just some random clue. That's a whole roadmap. People are putting the pieces together, whispering, pointing fingers. This whole thing is turning into a circus. And Meek, he's right in the middle of it all, getting dragged back into the spotlight while the rumors keep getting louder. That clue narrowed the list real quick. And when folks started asking questions, like really pressing the issue, Meek did exactly what Meek always does. He ran straight to Twitter, blowing up the timeline with post after post. But instead of calming things down, he just poured gasoline on the fire. He started tweeting so much that people were like, yo, he's doing too much. And then it got even wilder. Meek claimed he needed to hire an investigative team just to figure out who was trying to link him to the Diddy mess. Like, bruh, if it ain't true, why you talking this loud? It was looking crazy.
Yeah.
And just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, one of Diddy's former bodyguards popped up and flipped the whole table over. This man came out swinging, claiming he had actual audio from one of Diddy's infamous parties. Those wild nights folks been calling the freak-offs. And according to him, those parties were insane. He said Diddy used to spike drinks so heavy that half the people didn't even know what was happening most of the time.
A couple of parties I seen, I knew that they were spiking drinks. My girl was at the New Year's party, right? I'm at the front door. I got to make sure everybody got their passes and everything like that. So then my girl and her girlfriend is in the party. So they get bottles of champagne. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for them. After everybody comes, they close the door. So I'm going knocking in doors, looking at people. I'm looking for my kid's mother now. What the fuck, what's going on? And I'm getting hysterical. So I decided to go to the car, and I looked in the car. She was in the car asleep. She said, Gene, we started drinking the champagne, and I didn't feel good. And me and Debbie came here and went to sleep.
But that's not even the worst part. This bodyguard claimed he had a recording from one of those nights, and what he says was on it, straight madness. According to him, you could hear all kinds of stuff, slapping sounds, moaning, people yelling, and someone saying, yeah, daddy, total chaos. And here's the real kicker. The bodyguard didn't just hint at it, he said it plain. It was Diddy and Meek in the recording. No guessing, no maybe, he just came out and said it.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy Making love?
I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
Oh my God.
Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
no!
Now, Miran,
Yeah.
what does that sound authentic?
It absolutely.
again.
Oh my God.
Then, as
said,
if
"Can you
that
play it
wasn't
again?"
enough, Orlando Brown jumped in and backed it up. He straight up said that audio, that was definitely Meek's voice.
How did you feel when you saw this lawsuit that made it seem as if perhaps Diddy and Meek Mill had sex?
I mean, to each their own. And why would they not have sex when they're gay rappers?
They.
Do you think Meek Mill's gay?
Oh my God.
We all know he's gay.
Who's we?
Rick Ross know he's gay.
I didn't know. It's news to me.
Everybody, Rick Ross knows.
The Bodyguard didn't just stop at dropping bombs. Nah, he gave the full play-by-play like he was narrating a movie scene. According to him, it sounded like Diddy was running the whole show totally in control, calling the shots. And Meek, he wasn't fighting it at all, just going along with whatever was happening like it was all normal. Now, let's rewind real quick. Remember that wild birthday party Diddy threw for Meek a while back? The one with all the shirtless dudes lounging poolside, the moody lighting, and the vibe that had people side-eyeing the whole thing? Yeah, that clip started making the rounds again real fast. Folks ain't forget. In the video, Diddy's right there on camera talking about how Meek deserved it, saying Meek put in work and that he was proud of him. Back then, people laughed it off, made a few jokes, and kept it moving. But now, that same clip is hitting way different. With everything coming out in court, people are watching it through a whole new lens. And that's not even the worst of it, because in this trial, prosecutors came with tapes and photos. They're saying they've got evidence showing Diddy getting explicit with multiple famous men. They're not just talking rumors. They're dropping receipts in the courtroom. It's getting wild. People who once laughed at those old videos are now looking at them like they were warning signs the whole time. And with the trial going full steam, the mess just keeps getting deeper. Everyone's watching, waiting to see who's getting exposed next. Sources say the feds aren't just stopping at Diddy. They're sniffing around everyone in his circle. Word is they're pulling phone records, text messages, even social media posts, trying to piece it all together. And you better believe Meek's name keeps popping up in those files. It's like every move he's made over the years is getting put under a microscope. And it ain't just about who was at those parties anymore, it's what they were doing. They're saying some of those tapes show more than just Diddy being a little too friendly with folks.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag?
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
No, I got notes
like
and shit.
that.
You know, I've been practicing. I got
Yeah,
notes
there you
and
go.
shit.
Got your note?
Yeah.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
Yeah, we partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh, man.
Eyes. I understand. I understand.
Back in the day,
They're
Diddy,
talking about full-on wild sex.
Back in the day, Diddy never even smoked. He didn't smoke cigarettes or nothing, man. He would drink a little bit, just a little bit, you know, every now and then. But little by little, man, golly, I can't believe it, man. I mean, when he first started smoking or doing whatever he was doing, he didn't want to do it on camera and stuff. Now he's wide open.
You know what I'm saying? Eyes, brother.
Oh,
Eyes.
He got one in his hand now.
Eyes. I understand.
They're talking about full-on wild sessions, stuff that could make headlines for years. And if Meek's in those videos, even for a second, that's going to be a disaster. People close to the case say they've heard whispers about big names getting ready to flip to save themselves before it's too late. And if that happened, Meek might be in the hot seat, whether he likes it or not. Some insiders even claim Meek's been reaching out to his legal team, trying to figure out how deep his name really is in all this mess. It's getting ugly now, like real ugly. As more info leaks, people are starting to really question Meek's whole connection to Diddy. See? Folks are digging into old party flyers, backstage passes, private jet manifests, everything. And guess what? Meek's name keeps showing up on those guest lists, especially for those late night after parties the industry insiders always whisper about but never really talk about in public. One source even claimed that Meek was a regular at Diddy's Miami mansion during those crazy weekends when the parties didn't even start till 3 a.m. That's when the cameras go off, the lights get low, and things allegedly get real wild. The source said straight up, it wasn't no normal industry party. It was freaky vibes, private rooms, and nobody asked questions. And now with the trial dragging everything into the spotlight, people are starting to wonder, was Meek just a guest, or was he part of the whole thing? Plus, there's talk that Meek's inner circle is shook. Folks close to him are trying to distance themselves, scrubbing old posts, deleting photos like they don't want any smoke if the feds start knocking. Some are even saying Meek might try to lay low, maybe even duck the press for a while. But with the internet running wild and court records dropping every week, it might be too late for damage control. Insiders in the room said the whole courtroom went dead silent when that audio played, like you could have heard a pin drop. According to one source, the recording was wild, man on man, loud, graphic, and left nothing to the imagination. No filter, no guessing, just raw sounds that had people staring at each other like, yo, what did we just hear? And yeah, based on what those same insiders spilled, Meek's name came up again. His name just won't stay out of this mess. Now, you know Meek, he's not the type to stay quiet when folks try to drag his name. Usually he claps back fast, dropping tweet after tweet like he's got something to prove. And this time, same story. He jumped on Twitter trying to shut it all down, and here's what he posted. Just to put that on public record. The craziest thing I seen at a puff party is coke vibes, and that's going on at all these parties. I'm from North Philly. I had millions since I was 23. I don't even want to be addicted to weed. Not judging, but I see it different. Basically, he's trying to distance himself from the whole thing. Like, yo, I was there, but I wasn't part of that mess. But that's not sitting right with people, because here's the kicker. If that's the case, why was Meek out here asking for forgiveness about something involving Diddy? That one bar, the line that really raised eyebrows, I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy.
I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street forever.
That's the part that's haunting him right now. Back then, people thought it was just a throwaway lyric, just something he said. But
there you go. What? I didn't know. I thought that was an AI voice or something. I didn't know that was really him saying it. So he know good and well he did something he ain't no business doing. Come on, man.
Something involving Diddy.
See?
That one bar, the line that really raised eyebrows.
See what I'm saying?
I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy.
I hope they forgive me for what I did with Diddy. Real street forever.
That's the part that's haunting him right now. Back then, people thought it was just a throwaway lyric, just something he said. But now, with all this other stuff coming to light, that line ain't aging well at all. It's starting to feel less like a casual rap bar and more like a confession. Now, here's where it gets even wild. Sources say Meek's team is working overtime behind the scenes, scrubbing old tweets, reaching out to blogs, even trying to quiet down certain reporters. It's like they're in full damage control mode, doing everything they can to stop this thing from blowing up even worse. But every time they try to clean it up, another piece of dirt pops up. People are pulling up old interviews, old freestyles, even concert footage. Anything with Meek's name and Diddy's name in the same sentence. They're trying to piece together a timeline like some real street detectives, and the more they dig, the more it looks like Meek's been way closer to the fire than he's letting on. Even some of Meek's own people are starting to switch up. Insiders are whispering that folks in Meek's circle are getting nervous, like they don't want their names anywhere near this. Some are quietly unfollowing him, others are deleting old photos, and a few are even distancing themselves in public. Meanwhile, the blogs are eating this all the way up. They're dropping headlines like crazy, and you can't scroll through your feed without seeing Meek's name popping up with Diddy's in the same sentence, again and again. At this point, it's feeling like Meek's trapped. The more he talks, the worse it looks. And if that audio gets leaked, if the video comes out, man, it's over. Just when it looked like the buzz was finally starting to cool off, guess who popped back up to blow the whole thing wide open again? Soulja Boy. And you know he didn't just stumble into this by accident. Nah, Soulja knew exactly what he was doing, stirring the pot, throwing shots, and reminding the whole internet that these rumors, they never really left.
I'm at a point in my life like,
We all grew up in the streets.
They've been lurking in the background, and Soulja brought them roaring back into the spotlight just like that. Now, the streets are buzzing. People are digging deep into the details, connecting dots and cooking up wild theories. It's like everyone's playing detective, trying to figure out who's behind what and who knew what when. And man, some of these theories, straight insane. One user dropped a crazy claim saying, actually, Nicki Minaj was the one who recorded that audio. She was holding on to it for the longest time, waiting for the perfect moment to release it. She paid that bodyguard to say he did it, just so she could stay out of the spotlight. Meek Mill used to do her so dirty. This is payback. Then somebody else jumped in like, yo, Meek Mill is really fruity. This is crazy. It's all coming out. The comment section, exploding. It's a circus. People are arguing, speculating, throwing in their own stories. And the streets, man, they're talking. Every little piece, every old clip, every lyric. People are putting it all together and asking the real questions. At this point, it's feeling like nothing's safe. Everybody's wondering what's going to come out next, who's really involved, and who's going to get exposed when the dust settles. This story's getting wilder by the day, and it's far from over. So, what's your take on this major flip? Do you think these wild theories hold weight, or is it all just smoke and mirrors? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. And yo, if you're here for the unfiltered truth, the real tea, and the no-holds-barred breakdowns that keep it 100% raw, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of the next crazy updates coming your way.
Man, I'm gonna let y'all know, man, because he trying too hard to cover up. If it's bull, then it's bull. Dude, I don't care. You can go ahead and talk about me. I don't care. I'm hoping it's helping you get more views. That's all I can, positive. But hey, everybody know what time it is over here, man. Look here. I don't know, man. Sitting out there and tweaking. But see, younger, it's a younger generation world now these days. So the younger generation, they gotta go out there and break their neck to try to prove that it wasn't them. I really, to be honest, I still don't think that that's his voice on the. I just feel that way, man. I don't think, but it's clear that you dress like Puffy. What's up with that, my guy? I mean, you dressing like another dude. What's up with that? You got somebody calling you daddy while you soaking your behind in the. What's up with that? And what's up with some other stuff that I feel like I gotta say what's up with that? Come on, man. I mean, the streets ain't changed that much, baby. The streets ain't changed that much, baby. Trust me when I tell you. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.